I guess from like how you are playing Anna, do you feel like she's like defensive? Do you think that she's like, no, I'm a grown ass woman and like I can navigate through the situation? Or do you admit to Robin that you don't know what you're doing?
So I said that I can handle the situation myself. Was I lying? Yeah, yeah. But of course, but it just felt more so like what would Anna feel like she's doing? And I think that's that. Like I feel like Anna would just be like, "Oh, you don't really know the situation. Like I got it. Like everything's fine. Everything's under control." Because I think that's just like the relationship that she's building with Sam. Like I just feel like they both are just in a place that's like we literally both know we're doing it the wrong, but it's fine because like we're both consenting adults. It's fine. We're gonna handle it. We're gonna like make it work. But in actuality, like, are you guys like?
Right.
There's a lot on the line. Like this isn't like just calling off an engagement. No, this has like this apparently deals with like paparazzis and like business corporations and contracts and like can you do that? Like,
Right.
no, I lied. I still lied.
So for the way that I'm playing Anna, because obviously in the previous diamond scene we talked about like how Anna responds to Sam being like concerned about the affair, and I picked that Anna was having some thoughts about like does she deserve to be in a situation where she's like the side piece and like the other woman, you know? And so for this choice, I actually went ahead with just like confessing to Robin that she doesn't know what to do, because the way that I'm playing Anna, like I think Anna's in over her head. I think that she is like falling in love with somebody, and to her, I think the way that it comes off is like, oh, well, if you just loved me, then like why can't you just break up? And I think that at this point, Sam hasn't really like had a conversation. Like everyone has told Anna, like, oh, Sam has obligations to this, and this. Like, stop trying to fuck it up. But I don't think that Sam has actually sat Anna down at this point and said, like, this is how deep I am in with this shit, and this is why I can't go quite yet. Like, and I feel like there needs to be another conversation before Anna like fully realizes how much like Sam may be putting on the line.
Right.
And I just feel like we're kind of missing that piece. I also feel like Anna kind of approached this like really immaturely, in my opinion, where she's sitting here and she's like, well, you know, I'm attracted to him, and Anna and Sophia's a fucking bitch, so like obviously I'm the better choice. And like if you're coming in with that type of rationale, then like I just feel like that's ultimately a naive take. And that's the way that I'm playing Anna. Like I'm playing her as someone who's like falling for somebody, but is very naive. And I don't
Right.
think that there's a lot of people in Anna's life that she can just have like a blatant conversation with this about. Like when you talk to Jenny, Jenny's like, "Yeah, fuck Sophia, bro. Go get your dick."
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
Jenny isn't
Yes.
really the kind of, we haven't really had a conversation with her where she's been like bluntly honest with Anna. She's always just like, "Oh yeah, go get your millionaire, bitch. Go get your millionaire," right? But Robin is like actually in the situation and like knows the family and has like a better understanding of the dynamic between everybody. So I feel like Anna kind of opening up and confessing to Robin could be like probably the most honest advice she's going to get from anyone in this situation.
Honestly, you said something that I want to like, focus on. You said just the fact that Anna is naive. And I think that like sometimes Anna may feel like pursuing Sam, she has everything to gain and nothing to lose.
Mhm.
But like the way the paparazzi and like their family works, like she could in fact just get like blackballed and like that
I
degree
mean,
that
look at
she
what
works
happened
so
to
hard.
Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah, like literally.
Being the other woman, I mean, that shit can follow you. That shit
Yes.
will follow you. And I think she's personally in way over her head, frankly. And again, like, your MC is your MC. You can play however you want. If you want to play an MC that's like really self assured, that's fine. I think I did play an MC who was really self assured. But I think for me, like, I love the tension that comes with an MC who is like, knows that she's doing something wrong, but doesn't necessarily know how to fix it,
Yeah, I like that.
because she's
Yeah.
more driven by her emotions than she is by logic.
That's very valid.
Because
Okay.
I feel like that to me would make the affair make more sense, right? Like if you have somebody who's like super self-assured, unless she has a plan to break them up, which like Anna doesn't have at this point, like to me, the way that I would react if I was Robin and Anna was like, no, I'm really self assured. It could be one thing as like, oh, she's just getting very defensive and like kind of being backed into a corner, right? Or else it could come off as like, oh, she just doesn't really understand what's at stake. And I think at this point, the way that I want to play Anna is like in the earlier chapters, she's like, no, it's fine. We're in love. Just break up with her. And I think at this point, she's getting deep enough where she's like, oh, maybe that's not it. Like maybe there's more to the story. And so her kind of opening up to Robin being like, I don't know, what should I do, is kind of like admitting that she's getting to a point where she may realize that this may not work out.
And that truly actually follows with the diamond scenes that you have with Sam, because that conversation
Hmm.
is more in those as well.
Yeah.